wouldn't have shared with the world or shared it in a different way? I don't know. Do you have any regrets? I don't know.
No, yeah, there's one thing I wish I had done differently. I wish I had gotten my kids out of that school before I did the exercise. I had 4 children, and they took the kind of abuse that they couldn't give me. The teachers abused my kids, but because they couldn't get to me, because I knew what I was doing, and I was a good teacher, and I could teach that chair to read if it had a mouth. So I could still be teaching if I wanted to in that school. But the teachers were so vicious to my children, my 4 children, and encouraged their other students to be vicious to my 4 children, that if I had known that was going to happen, but I didn't expect it because that was an all-Christian community and all white, and good Christians don't behave that way. Well, guess what? I found at church twice on Sunday and once in the middle of the week doesn't keep you from being a racist, sexist, ageist, homophobic, ethnocentric fool. And so I finally got the kids out after the principal's wife, the elementary principal's wife, was the art teacher at the high school and junior high school level, I think. And she stopped me one day at a teacher's meeting and said, "Jane, get your kids out of the school. These teachers are trying to destroy your children." If I had known that was going to happen, I wouldn't have done the exercise when I did, and that would have been too bad, because it was the day after Martin Luther King Jr. was killed. That was the time to do it. I was forced to do it. I had no choice. But I didn't realize how ugly it was going to get for my kids. If I had, I'd have gotten them out of there. If I had known that my parents were going to lose their business because of what I did, I still would have done the exercise and said, "Well, Dad, too bad for you." But I didn't know. I didn't know how ugly that was going to get. I found out very quickly. I'm not a slow learner, but I didn't realize how bad it was for my kids. And they didn't tell me all the ugly things that happened to them until later on. And then they said, and this one said, and that one said, and then I realized that I'd done my kids a grave disservice by leaving them in that situation.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of what I'm going through
What?
right now. I said this kind of reminds me of what I'm going through right now. I'm kind of stepping out of my comfort zone and talking more about...
You're married to...
No, I'm a DACA recipient.
You're what?
A DACA recipient.
Oh,
Deferred action for childhood arrival.
let me put that this way. If you think they're going to take you away, come to my house.
Yeah, I got a place for you.
Yeah.
You come on.
Yeah, we'll adopt you.
No
I
shame.
will adopt you, I'm serious.
We'll make sure you stay.
And if I adopt you, you have to stay. And if anybody else have a DACA situation that you want to be adopted, I'm serious. I'll adopt you, and they can't stop me from adopting you.
I got
That's one of my rights, that I can adopt anybody I want to. And if that's going to happen, if they're going to come in the night and steal you away, come to my house, and I've got a place you can live.
Yeah.
So, and how dare they? How dare they?
I know. It's hard because I grew up in a predominantly white area, a lot of income inequality, and so after a while you start believing that train of thought, but then you move out and you're like, there was nothing wrong with me. People are just ignorant sometimes. And
What we're fighting in this country is ignorance. And if you don't believe it, look at who we elected for the president. That is proof positive that we are an extremely ignorant country. But he didn't win that election. You want to remember, he didn't win. The ones who got that done were the Electoral College people, and that's, I don't know how many of them, every one of them should be strung up right there so that we could all look at them and laugh, because they have ruined this country. They are trying to, if they take you back to wherever they want to take you back to, you may find out that you're better off there for the next 5 years than you would be here, because this country could very easily lose its democracy in the next 5 years. And that's exactly what Bannon and Breitbart and what's his face want, to lose this democracy. They want an oligarchy, and we can't. I won't stand for it, and neither should any of the rest of you. You'd better be prepared to take her in and say, "This is my sister. You're not moving my sister out." And if you can't, I will, because that should not happen. That must not happen to you.
Yeah.
Nor to your brother. Do you have brothers and sisters?
I have a sister, but she was born here, and so I'm making sure she has every resource that I didn't have. She's 15 and she's already working at a law firm as an assistant. I'm making sure that every opportunity that I didn't have, because my parents didn't go into higher education. The higher education, these are tears of strength. I feel really empowered. I'm making sure that she's ready. She was born here. She's going to be a leader. She's going to make sure that this doesn't happen to our people. My uncle's going to be deported this week.
Your uncle is being deported this week?
Yeah, He came here when he was 16.
He came here when he was 16 and he's
Yeah.
being deported this week. People, do you realize what's happening? What are you doing? You're going to be leaders. Well, tomorrow, he's going to be deported this week. This is the time you should lead. You should go down to wherever the ICE people are coming and say, you're not deporting this person. How old is he?
He's like 32 now.
Oh,
He has
he's
two
too old for me to
children.
adopt, isn't he?
Yeah, I know, but he has 2 children, and it's sad.
Oh, he has children. And are his children being deported?
No, they're born here, and
What
his
about
wife
his
is a resident.
His wife and his children are staying here, and he's being deported
And yeah, my
from the land of the free and the home of the brave. This is bullshit, people, and you need to realize it.
yeah.
Oh, good Lord. What are you all going to do about it?
And I don't want to take up too much space, so please continue.
No, I want to know what they're going to
This
do
is
about it.
important.
You're going to be leaders. It's time to lead. It's time to get off your polyunsaturated fatty acids and go to the ICE people and say, no, this isn't going to happen.
I'm
Am
trying
I
to
right
pass-
about that?
Yeah.
You millennials could make the difference if you chose to. There are enough of you on this campus that you could make all kinds of